Hey guys, Lon Measley here. In this video, I'm going to be giving you an overview of the possible gold making opportunities of Battle for Azeroth. With the pre-purchase as well as allied races coming live, it's time to start thinking about what classes and profession combinations you're going to be carrying forward into Battle for Azeroth. Looking at the data mine information, one of the first things that jumped out to me were these mission mechanics. Based on this, it does seem like a new version of the Garrison or Order Hall missions are coming back. Personally, I don't really like these missions because they become a chore and seemingly bring inflation into the market, assuming you'll still be able to make a lot of gold from missions. If this continues to be the case in Battle for Azeroth, then having a lot of ults will be very beneficial to your gold making. We can also assume that the companion app will make a return, so at least it'll be easy for us to refresh our missions on the go. Next up, I want to briefly highlight some of the new profession changes. Now if you're curious about all the things that were added, you can just browse through Wowhead for the current list. First, we have new 30 and 32 slot bags for tailoring, so assuming the material requirements won't be too steep, this officially marks the death of Hexweave bags as the best bag you can craft. So for those of you with tailoring armies, you might want to consider respeccing them. Next, tailoring also makes new battle flags, which are combat consumables. Blacksmiths get a Kasgorian hammer, which not only gives them a chance to craft indestructible armor, but also grants them the ability to repair armor, I assume, for free. Next, scribes get these new contracts, which speeds up faction reputation gains as you do world quests. Next, enchanters get weapon enchants back, which includes some interesting affixes such as threat reduction and leech. And last but not least, jewel crafters get to craft an EXP bonus gem. Now let's look at which professions I think will be the big winners of Battle for Azeroth. First, I think Inscription will be very good, particularly at the beginning of the expansion, because people will usually want to get their rep up as fast as possible. And since Inscription relies on herbalism for materials, it can be inferred that herbalism will also be very good if you're into gathering. Note that herbalism was very profitable at the beginning of Legion and is still pretty profitable, and assuming Battle for Azeroth adds an additional major item category that relies on herbalism, we can then speculate that herbalism will be even better in Battle for Azeroth. The second profession that I think will be very good for gold making is blacksmithing, solely based on the fact that they'll get the Kasgorian hammer, especially if you do a lot of progression raiding and dungeons. Assuming the cost and cooldown for repairing gear is very low, that is going to be a crazy amount of money you can save. And obviously this is on top of all the existing items you can already craft with blacksmithing. Essentially, if it is already balanced with the other professions, adding on the Kasgorian hammer just puts it on top. Next, I'm gonna go into some more speculative stuff. First, looking at tailoring, depending on how good the battle flags will be as consumables, as in if they're gonna be essential for PvE or not, will largely determine the viability of tailoring. Again, this is also on top of being able to craft bags and gear, which is already very good. By the way, as a side note, looking through the data mining, I noticed that some of the cloth reagents for old recipes have changed, which implies that along with enchanting, tailoring mats may also get simplified. But I digress. Next, I believe the Heart of Azeroth, which is the new artifact, will be getting this expansion, and how it will interact with our armor pieces will also determine the viability of armor crafting professions. It has been stated that the helm, chest, and shoulder pieces will be linked to what talents we receive from the Heart of Azeroth, and assuming it'll be similar to how Relics interacts with the Nether Crucible, we might even see an increase in demand of these items because people want to reroll their talents. So leatherworking, tailoring, and blacksmithing may have access to these new opportunities. The last thing I wanted to talk about in this video is class changes. Note that we're still early in the alpha and everything is subject to change, but class diversity and utility is definitely coming, with a lot of utility spells being added back into the game. And if you're still thinking about which classes and professions to bring into BFA, be sure to pay close attention to these class changes. Currently, it seems that Demon Hunters and Survival Hunters are getting a large rework. For more information, be sure to check out the full coverage on Wowhead. And that is all for my video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you have any more ideas for what's to come in Battle for Azeroth, be sure to comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.